everyone, I'm Rachel and I welcome you all to Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today I'm speaking with Matthew Borowski, CEO of Chronicle Cemetery Software. Here at Kalkine we bring you industry leaders, successful business owners, market and equity advocates, all under one roof to help you discover the insights of the stock market and help you understand how you can create multiple passive income streams. A very warm welcome to you today, Matthew. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Great. So I'll just get on with the first question then. So Chronicle provides simple cemetery software. Firstly, could you explain for our viewers what cemetery software is and what is your company's mission?
Sure. And it's always a good conversation starter to introduce myself as someone involved in cemetery software. So I'll start with our mission. So our mission is to create meaningful engagement between our cemeteries and the community through our online cemetery software. So our cemeteries are the resting place of the people who built our communities and shaped our lives. While at times they are places of grief, they can also be a place of discovery, peace, reflection. However, creating meaningful engagement comes from building community confidence, which comes from easy access to accurate records and other cemetery services. So we want to be able to easily visit the resting place of someone important to us and, in the process, be reminded of their life story. So the key to meaningful engagement is your records within an easy-to-use online platform. So for Chronicle, what we're doing is we're working directly with the cemeteries to help them create digital cemeteries, manage their records in real time and share them with the community. In short, you might like to think of us as Google Maps for cemeteries.
So how does your software simplify cemetery management?
Well, the cemeteries are the custodians of hundreds of years of burial records. They need to know where everyone is buried and record key details about their life. Traditionally, this involved dozens of ledger books full of record entries that are cross-referenced to an idealized paper record. As you can imagine, recording tens of thousands of lines of data in books over 150 years gets messy. Mistakes creep in and compound over time. Importantly, the relationship between the paper ledgers and maps gets lost and confused. If someone calls to find a loved one, purchase a plot, or organise a funeral service, it can require a lot of time for the cemetery management to go through the old records and determine the correct response. We simplify cemetery management by bringing all of the cemetery data into a single unified online cemetery software. So the records and maps are always correct in real time. All cemetery information is quickly accessible to the management team, and it means we don't need to keep piles of books.
And Matthew, in your opinion, what makes Chronicle distinctive from other market players?
Well, I'd say there's three things there. Firstly, we emphasise the importance of cemetery plot maps. It's critical for cemetery management that admin team know where people are buried and which plots are available. This focus on the importance of maps probably comes from my background as a land surveyor and mapping specialist. So we put a lot of time and effort up front so that we can create beautiful and accurate cemetery plot maps. Secondly, Chronicle was born in 2016 after I was engaged by a small cemetery outside of Melbourne to do a traditional survey, create a traditional PDF map. From there, I learned a lot about the problems in the industry and what some of the solutions would be, which evolved into Chronicle. The important thing is that we started by working with quite a small cemetery, and so the business is designed around serving them. While also these days we do work with a lot of bigger cemeteries and government groups. The third difference would be that our software looks great. We take a lot of pride in creating beautiful software that is feature-rich and still easy to use.
Excellent. What are the different benefits your clients get at Chronicle?
Well, at Chronicle, we are regularly praised for the quality of support and attention to detail that we give when we serve and provide our customers, both in Australia and the US. Our typical customer journey includes an aerial drone survey of the cemetery, digitising off their cemetery plot records from the aerial, matching the cemetery records and uploading it all to our management platform. It's a long journey. However, at the end, the benefits for the cemetery manager, who is our customer, is time saving of at least 50% on all records management activities that they do. That's answering calls, updating records, many different things, and a significantly better service to the community, which is ultimately who they serve.
And I believe you've so far helped around 86 cemeteries. What is the unique selling proposition behind Chronicle's substantial growth?
Well, actually, that number has now reached over 100, so we are growing quite quickly. And the cemetery mapping and software industry has been stagnant for many years. There's a lot of comfortable players in there who are doing a great job in serving their customers. There hasn't really been any meaningful innovation in the service offered and the technology behind the software that's out there. So Chronicle is changing this by offering and providing industry-leading technology that's affordable even for cemeteries with very small budgets. And our focus is on serving the community through creating these engaging maps and helping to share meaningful stories of the people buried within.
Excellent. And Matthew, in your opinion, you've touched upon it earlier, but how can going digital help the transformation of these sometimes centuries-old cemeteries?
Yeah, and it's each time we come across these old cemeteries, it's a new challenge and kind of a fresh opportunity. It's like we're solving a small mystery each time we come across them. But look, everybody in the cemetery industry knows and agrees that digital transformation is inevitable. For our old cemeteries. After all, we all want to remember those who have gone before us, so be remembered when we pass. So cemeteries going digital allows us to achieve this and to share the lives that have shaped this world.
Matthew, it's been absolutely fascinating chatting with you today. Thank you so much for your time. Now with that, I'll sign off for today. Watch this space for more. Till then, stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.